This is Ryan Brown from mockquestions.com. In today's video, we will be discussing 5 security manager interview questions. But before we do that, just a quick disclaimer, these questions are not guaranteed to be asked at your interview. I've pulled all of today's questions and answers from our website, mockquestions.com. Now let's get started. Question number 1. What is your greatest strength and how will it help you as a security manager? To prepare for this question, start by jotting down some of your strengths. Think of situations where particular qualities helped you to shine in the workplace. Perhaps your problem-solving skills have helped you to navigate away from a risky situation on the job. Maybe your communication and listening skills helped you to dodge a potential security issue. Talk about your strength and how you have honed it, and then discuss how this quality will help you to succeed in this role should you be hired. My greatest strength is my ability to lead others. I make sure to recognize the strengths in those that I lead, which makes them feel encouraged and fosters a desire in them to work even harder. I genuinely enjoy leading a team and acting as a positive influence on others. Every team that I've led has enjoyed a significant increase in productivity and efficiency. When I was a cadet sergeant in the military academy, my team members were loyal, saw personal successes, and were the most diligent of all. I believe this is because my leadership style empowered them and made them feel that they were part of something bigger than themselves. Question number 2. What do you enjoy most about working in a team-based environment? When your team is working together well, clearly communicating, following through on tasks, and meeting deadlines, everyone wins. Explain to the interviewer the way you approach collaborating with others. Discuss how you support your employer through excellent teamwork. Share the top qualities of a team player that you feel you embody. Perhaps you are a good listener, or you are an exceptional problem solver, ready to help others. As a security manager, how do you set the standard for a strong team? I have gained many critical qualities while working in team-based environments. There have been moments of isolation in previous security jobs. However, when I get to be part of a team, I am always fully immersed in the dynamics. I like to observe the working style of others and learn from them. I take note of how other people communicate and the type of communication to which they best respond. When joining a new team, I assess where I best fit in with the dynamics and where I can make my greatest contributions. I enjoy the bond that a good team can make and appreciate the trust that we can put in each other. A great team draws out my best strengths while also challenging me to be better. I'm eager to learn more about your team and the group dynamics in the security manager role. Question number 3. Tell me about the most serious conflict you have faced in your security career. How did you handle the situation? As a security manager, you must stay calm and collected in the face of conflict. The interviewer wants to know that you have actual exposure to conflict management. The more experience you have, the better prepared you will be for a role in security management. For this, tell me about a time style of question. Be sure to give a story-based example that highlights your skills in action. You can share a story of how you followed emergency response procedures to mitigate a significant issue. Try telling your account using the STAR framework, which is an acronym for situation, task, action, result. This method will ensure that your story remains straightforward and that you provide essential details when storytelling. When I was a security officer with company ABC, myself and 15 other officers received a crowd control assignment for a small protest that had gathered outside of our city's legislative building. The protest started calm and peaceful, but as the day progressed, so did the drama. We had to keep a presence of protection and authority, and the police officers were there to handle any serious instances. As the day progressed, the protesters became more aggressive, and we had to jump in to help the police manage the chaos while also maintaining appropriate security measures. I kept calm, ensured that I had my team members back while also utilizing crowd management techniques, such as blocking access to particular areas to ensure better crowd containment. We were able to work together to keep the protests as peaceful as possible that day. I learned a lot by observing the actions of my fellow officers and the local police. I saw how quickly a seemingly controlled situation can escalate and how important it is to keep a keen mind and eye, never letting my guard down. Question number 4. Do you work well under pressure? Provide an example of a time when you reacted appropriately when others may not have. The interviewer wants to know how you stand out from the crowd when it comes to high-pressure situations. Everyone can say that they react well under pressure. However, your response will stand out if you can give an example of a time when your reaction was different from that of a colleague. I have worked security in the transportation industry for many years and have seen some unusual situations. When I first started working for a ferry company as a security officer, I was on the hectic Christmas Eve shift. Most of the passengers were family members trying to get home at the last minute so they could celebrate with their loved ones. People were pushier than normal, and I witnessed a child get bumped in the face by another adult. It was an intentional bump, however, it was hard enough that the child suffered a bleeding nose. I stayed with the child and his mother and asked a colleague to grab one of the first aid kits on board and to alert the medic. My colleague seemed to be moving very slow, which did not impress me. After we resolved the situation, I approached my colleague. I asked if he had children, to which he replied yes. With care and a softer tone, I explained that if that had been one of his children with a bleeding nose on a busy ferry, he would have wanted everyone on board to hustle and help. He agreed to move more quickly the next time a medical situation arose. I do feel that, at times, I am more empathetic to these situations than the average person. However, I also know that I work in the security industry for exactly those reasons. I'm here to help others and make them feel safe. To help others feel safe, I have to be ready to react swiftly and with control. Question number 5. How do you remain focused during long or overnight shifts? Depending on the security manager role and the company for which you are interviewing, you may face a variety of shifts and scheduling expectations. The interviewer would like to hear specific details of how you maintain focus if you are working long night shifts or even overtime hours. There are many ways you can stay focused despite a challenging work schedule. These efforts can include healthy lifestyle choices and ensuring that you have a consistent approach to self-care. Discuss the tools and methods that you use to remain focused during long or overnight shifts. The more details you provide, the better your response will be received. I use exercise and fresh air to keep me going. As a security manager, I must remain alert, so activity is a healthy way to awaken my body and keep myself prepared to respond to a security issue when needed. I also prefer to work on my feet, rarely settling in and getting too comfortable at a desk. I have a stand-up desk for doing my daily documentation, which is a beneficial approach that I recently implemented. I also eat healthy so that I do not feel sluggish on the job. All of these details may seem small, however, these healthy habits that I have developed over the years have amounted to great lifestyle choices that allow me to maintain consistent energy levels. Thank you for watching. If you want more security manager interview questions, remember to head to our website, mockquestions.com.